don't advertise, don't promote any products that don't have social proof. Stop playing the game chasing new people that are less likely to purchase, and start playing the game of getting people to come back who are more likely to purchase. Plug the holes that are blocking your conversions and blocking your blessings. Luckily, I'm about to show you how to turn things around. What's up, eCom hackers? What if I told you I was about to show you a framework for Shopify that has generated millions of dollars in revenue for my own brands and my students? And no, I'm not just talking about a way to add an extra 6 figures a year to your revenue. I'm talking about how to disrupt your market, steal your competitors' customers, and turn your store into an absolute selling machine. Did that get your attention? Good. Make sure you watch all the way to the end, because you're about to discover how to potentially 5x your online store conversion rate, boost your sales, and do all that without spending an extra dime on traffic. Ready to rock? Good. All right, so here's the thing. The vast majority of store owners that I talk to that are doing less than $10,000, $20,000 a month, right? The number one thing I hear is my traffic is not converting, right? Sometimes there's no traffic, but a lot of times I can get traffic. I'm posting on social media. I've tried running ads, but they're not converting. They're not converting from ads. They're not converting from my social media posts, right? My clicks are not turning into customers. And the issue with that is it makes your ads unprofitable. It makes social media a total waste of time. It makes the risk of burning bridges with potential customers very real. It absolutely handicaps your growth, and it really can set you up for failure and depression. Because if you're anything like me, you don't really have a choice as to whether or not you're going to be an entrepreneur, right? You have something inside you that is burning, something inside you that makes it virtually impossible for you to be happy with a corporate job for the rest of your life, working a 9 to 5, until you retire, and maybe they give you Social Security, right? Maybe you have enough in your retirement account to live the way that you'd like to after working your ass off your entire life, right? Most of us aren't really wired like that, and that's probably why you're in this group right now. It's probably one of the biggest reasons that you actually wanted to start your own store, right? That's why you absolutely have to plug the holes that are blocking your conversions and blocking your blessings. Luckily, I'm about to show you how to turn things around, right? So who am I? For those of you that are a little bit new to the group, maybe this is your first time catching an episode of eCom Hackers TV. I'm Mike Ayo. I created the traffic and conversions group that you're in right now. I am the VP of Marketing with Blunt Power Air Freshener. We did a little over $1 million in sales last year between Shopify, Amazon, and wholesale. And I've helped dozens and dozens of store owners like yourselves build 6 and even in some cases 7-figure online brands. And a lot of these folks are, again, in the group with you right now, right? So I don't want you guys to think I'm just some random blogger, right? Some random freelancer type that you might find that wastes your time and tries to find ways to waste your money. That's not me. I live this life every day. So as I break this stuff down for you, you're going to see exactly why I say the things that I say. And I want you to trust that what I am breaking down to you is not opinion. It's based on fact, testing, and real world data, right? So again, you can see here in our Shopify store, right? You see we did just in Shopify, nearly 440,000. Amazon, we did close to that. And again, wholesale bolted on close to 200K on its own. But what we're focusing on right now is not that. That is a symptom of other factors in your business. No, today I'm talking about this, right? And what this means for your business. Out of every 100 people that come to your store, how many of them do what you want them to do, right? If my online store conversion rate was, say, 2%, do you know what these sales would be? Be 200K with the exact same amount of traffic. So it's so easy to get caught up in this? How many YouTube videos have you watched about how to get eyeballs and traffic to your store? Right? How many random freelancers have offered to do your marketing and do all this stuff for you to help you get more clicks, right? But that's such a small part of the equation. What really moves the needle is that's what we're going to be talking about today, right? So before we really dive in to things that are going to help you potentially 5x this number right here, your online store conversion rate, I need to know you guys are awake. I need to know you guys are paying attention. So if you're watching this live or if you're watching the hashtag replay, I want you to like this stream, right? Go ahead, tap that like button, whether you're watching on Facebook, whether you're watching this replay on YouTube. Make sure that you like it. It helps more people see the stream itself, right? And then after you've liked it, drop a fire emoji in the chat for me. So I know that you're ready to start cooking. I know that you are ready to receive the bombs that we're about to start dropping today. I'm not going to share the same, optimization type of stuff that you normally see in videos like this. I'm actually going to go deep and really break down things that are going to have a major impact on your sales. Major impact on your sales. So make sure you like the stream, right? And make sure you drop that fire emoji in the chat for me. I need to see them. I see you, Brooke. I see you, Taylor. I see you, Amanda. I see you, Tashira. I need some more of these fire emojis. I need to know that you guys are ready, right? This is the type of stuff that can really move the needle, all right? Really, really move the needle and help give you some of the clarity that maybe you haven't had in the past, right? Clarity is the number one thing that a business needs to move forward, right? Y'all ready? I see you taking notes, Sharon. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go ahead and dive in. So, how to 5x your conversion rate and turn your Shopify store into a selling machine. How do we do that? First off, you need to tap into a starving audience. I'm not talking about products yet. I'm not talking about, marketing and conversion hacks. I'm not talking about any of that right now. Before any of that makes a difference, before you'll even know how to do that, it all starts with the customer. It's not about your product. It's not about you. It's not about your brand. It's not about any of that stuff. People buy for their own reasons, their own emotional reasons. And if you do not understand your audience, if you do not understand what makes them tick, you are going to have a difficult time selling anything, right? A lot of folks I talk to are trying to sell to the wrong people. And that's why you're out here dropping your prices, thinking that high prices are the reason that people aren't buying, thinking that you need to do free shipping on everything, thinking about running insane, crazy deals to make sure that you're the lowest price, or use messaging and words like, oh, we're affordable. What makes you different than that? Oh, we're affordable. Why would you want to be known for that? Right? If you're having to drop your pants just to get someone across the finish line, you're talking to the wrong person. So it all starts with tapping into a starving audience. Don't try to create demand in someone for what you're selling. Instead, talk to people that already want what you're selling in their own language. Does that make sense? Right? Because this step here is going to drive every other thing that you do. So again, we're not trying to create demand and just sell somebody on the thing. It's not about being a good salesperson, right? It's about understanding what people want. So the first thing that you want to do, right, assuming that you already have your products dialed in, right, you already know what you're going to be selling, then you actually need to take the time to create a customer avatar. A customer avatar, Mark, that's not optimized. Yes, it is. Because that customer avatar is going to help you understand who you're talking to, what type of images you need to show them, what type of words you need to use in your marketing. It's going to teach you what they love, what they hate. It's going to teach you everything that you need to know to be able to sell more to that person, right? So you want to be able to create a customer avatar that you can use to break down things that they want and that they need. Like, I'm just getting started. I don't have that many customers. I'm still trying to figure out what my people want and need. I got something for you, right? Come on now. I don't leave you guys hanging. So for those of you, again, if you're doing less than 10K a month, you don't have a whole bunch of reviews, you don't have a bunch of customers to interview and talk to and really kind of put together an avatar from that. I want you to do this instead, right? I want you to do this. Boom. I want you to head on over to Amazon, good old Amazon, and type into the Amazon search what you sell. What's your best product? What do you sell? Type it in. So we already got hair growth oil plugged in. Hair growth oil. Cool. I can see folks running ads, and I can see some of the different bestsellers that are here right now. So me, 74,000 reviews. Golly, must be doing something right. Tap. How do you find out what your people want? Easy. You let them tell you. How do you find out what they're saying? I'm just going to scroll down to the reviews. I'm going to look at the 5-star reviews. And I want to find out what people care about. What are they saying, right? What sets this oil apart from natural ingredients and versatility? Okay, right? Beyond its pleasant aroma, effectiveness as a hair mask. I've tried things in the past, but none have compared to this. It's lightweight and moisturizing, perfect for creating a luxurious hair mask, right? Look how much I can learn just from what my competitors' customers are saying. So when you hear me say, hey, you can steal customers from your competitors, this is how you do it. You find out the things that they love, right? And you can do this exercise no matter what you sell. You're going to have plenty of different competitors to break down. If they're not selling it on Amazon, don't try to sell it. Full stop. Full stop. If you don't see something similar selling on Amazon right now, do not try to sell that product online. That's your Surgeon General's warning right there. For those of you that do have things that people are already buying, here's how you find out what they love, right? You can go to your competitors and you can find out what people are struggling with and what they love, right? Man, that's a problem right there. We talk about problems that people might have, right? She just talked about how she fried her hair after dyeing it. Did you fry your hair after dyeing it? Try this. You see how we tap into a hungry market, right? If your hair, maybe you had it chopped off, maybe you lost it, maybe you're recovering from chemo, I don't know. Right? These are the people that are dying to have a solution, right? Dying to have a solution. So find out the things that your customers love by finding out what they're saying about your competitors. Not just the things that they love from your competitors, but also things that they hate about your competitors. Yikes. Whoa, this can make your hair fall out? Wait a minute. What would cause that? You sell against that. Hair. What is it in here that's causing hair loss? Do you do that? Do you not do that? You sell against that. Maybe there's something harmful in this that you can sell against, right? So this is how you find out what people love, what people hate, what they need to avoid, what you need to worry about. You can get all this information from your competitors. And this is going to dramatically improve the messaging that you're using on your store. Because remember, we're selling stuff online, you guys, online. So you don't have the chance to talk to them and pitch them and sell them and convince them. What you do have is the ability to communicate exactly the way you want every time. So you can get major messaging advantages just by understanding what your competitors are saying. And that's going to help you tap into that starving audience that is already in existence. This is how you find out what they care about. This is how you can find out what they're already buying, so you know what you're up against and what your competition is saying. Again, we don't need to create demand. We want to tap into demand. And based on what I'm learning from my demand, I can incorporate all that stuff into my messaging, into my positioning, into my unique selling proposition. And that is how you can sell more stuff to folks without having to drop your prices. That is how someone can come to your store and know that they're in the right place, which means they will stay longer, and that will give you a better chance to convert them into a lead or a customer. So before we get into any magical marketing hacks or strategies, it all starts with understanding your customer, understanding what they already love and hate, and know how to use that for your own advantage, right? First piece, this alone can have a major impact on your conversion rate. Number 2, make mafia offers. Right? Most companies make weak offers, right? We don't understand how to make an exchange without feeling super duper salesy, right? Or without just laying it on discount wise or like sales messaging wise, right? But the reality is, what you need is to make what we call mafia offers to people, right? And by making mafia offers that are almost impossible for someone to refuse, that is going to increase your conversion rate because of what it actually does to someone and the type of position it puts them in. What do you mean by that? So first off, what is a mafia offer? A mafia offer is an offer that provides massive value to who, right? Massive value to this person here. That's why we started with that, right? Massive value. attractive pricing. I didn't say the lowest pricing. I said attractive pricing when we're making offers. You don't have to be the lowest. You don't have to be the top. But if you know how to finagle your pricing in a way that's sexy, that's how you can get someone to jump. But it's when you combine that pricing with these other elements, right? So attractive pricing. And that is complemented by finite availability, time sensitive, limited stock. I go to a lot of smaller brand sites and you guys will have like, this is how you have your pricing. Cool. How long is this going on for? Is that forever? If that's forever, I'll take my time. I'm saving 50%. Why? How long can I save 50% for? Why am I doing this? If my prices are always discounted, they're never discounted. Does that make sense, you guys? Right? If you're going to have an offer, why would you have that offer be there forever? What incentive do they have to take action on it right now? That's not an irresistible offer. So if you're going to make one of the keys to making mafia offers is your offers are time sensitive, right? You can incorporate this into the different sales that you're running on your store. You can incorporate this element into your lead generation efforts. This bakes into any type of an offer that you're making, right? You want this, I need that from you. And if you want this thing bad enough, you'll give me whatever I ask for. That's a mafia offer, right? Instant gratification. People don't want to wait forever to feel like they're getting a result, to feel like they can take advantage of it, right? That's why the time sensitive and finite piece comes into play. Hey, you have access to this for a set amount of time. There's a set amount available. You need to hop on this right now. It's not me. It's not sales pressure. This ends tomorrow. It's up to you. You see the countdown timer going. That's how long you have to take advantage of it. And when you get it, it's going to, boom, give you that instant gratification. So how do you know what your customers want and what they're going to consider instant gratification? Again, it comes back to our audience. If their hair is falling out and I've got a hair growth oil that can help them see results in, say, 7 days, and for the next couple days, my President's Day sale is still running, so you still have 3 days to get, 30% off this hair oil during our President's Day sale, and your hair is falling out, you're going to hop on that, aren't you? That's how that works, right? And then, of course, risk avoidance, right? A lot of folks, when you guys are making offers on your product pages and in general, there's a lot of risk involved. We are not overcoming the risks that our customers are facing. What are they worried about? Shipping, returns. What are they worried about when they're making a purchase online? Again, you can't talk to somebody face to face. You need to be able to communicate ahead of time to them to remove the risk that they're feeling. It again goes back to understanding our customers. What are they saying in the one-star reviews? Those are risks that you can help them avoid. And if you can remove those risks, then what's going to stop them from saying yes, right? That's what makes it so irresistible. It's tremendous value to them. It is sexy pricing to them. There is a limited time for them to take advantage of it. They're going to feel like they're getting the benefits quickly. And we've basically removed the risk that they would feel. What's going to stop that person from moving right on through? All right. Does that make sense, you guys? Right. Making mafia offers that build value, are time sensitive, and remove risk to incentivize them to take action now. This is how you get your online conversion rate to go up, right? What does this look like in real world terms? Why would someone add something to their cart? Value, right? Attractiveness, sexy pricing, risk removal. Yeah, I'll add it to my cart. What's going to make you keep going through? That's where that finite availability, that's where that urgency comes from. That sense of urgency comes from. That's how you get people to keep going all the way through. Those of you that have high abandoned cart rates, you don't have a lot of urgency. They can take forever to think about it. That's why they're abandoning their cart. Among other reasons, but a big part is they don't have to do it right now. They don't feel a reason to take advantage of it right now. So what can you do to get them, light a little bit of a fire under them? This sort of a thing, right? And the fourth thing that I'm going to talk to you about, but more on that in a second, right? So mafia offers. These are things that are going to help you, again, increase your store conversion rate, right? So that being said, tapping into a hot audience, making mafia offers, ground level to improve your online store conversion rate. Now let's talk a little bit of tactical stuff. Let's talk about some tactical stuff. You want some tactical stuff that you guys can really roll out into your store, right? Let's go over. Let's dive in, right? Profit optimization. Profit optimization, right? Not just conversion optimization, but profit optimization. We need to treat our sales pages like virtual sales guides. One thing that I see folks missing opportunities on is with their product and sales and landing pages themselves, right? What is it saying at the most important point? You want to get more people to add products to their cart. Profit optimization is what needs to happen on your actual sales page, right? You need to empower your sales guys to move people across the finish line, to generate sales, to get people excited, to get people confident, to make people want what we have, right? So some of the keys to that, a simple, clean user experience, right? If you're using a bunch of like crazy colors and you have like brown backgrounds and green backgrounds and yellow backgrounds because we think it like looks creative, that's not what people are used to seeing online. And that already makes you stand out for the wrong reasons because it makes you look less professional than the other big stores that they're already shopping with, right? Are your product pages selling dreams and overcoming objections? You guys hear me talk about this a lot. Selling the dream, selling the dream, selling the dream, right? How do you know what the dream is? Ding, ding, ding. Goes back to tapping into that warm, hungry market, understanding what they want. But we have to be able to sell the dream on our product pages. We have to be able to overcome objections on our product pages to increase the number of people that are willing to add to cart. They wanted enough to add to cart. They wanted enough to keep going all the way through from add to cart to initiate checkout to purchase, right? Profit optimization. And then the profit piece comes in. What are we doing to actually increase our average order value? It's going to be hard to get a customer no matter what. So what is a customer worth to you? What can you do to make that customer worth more? Because if a customer is worth more, then you get paid more. You get better ROI from your ads. You get better money from your social media. Everything about it becomes a better situation for you. So let's take a look at a few profit optimized pages. You guys want to see some examples? All right, you want to see some examples of profit optimized pages? All right, type a thumbs up in the chat if you guys are ready to see a couple examples. All right, let me see a couple examples. If you want to see some examples, I need a thumbs up in the chat from you, right? And we'll go ahead and dive in on a few. Boom, there we go. Okay, let's have a look-see, right? Whether you're watching it live, whether you're watching the replay, drop that thumbs up in the chat right now. So example number one, let's take a look at one of our product pages, huh? How about that? Here's one of our best sellers. So there's things that we do to increase the conversion rate of our store, right? When it comes to messaging, icons, things that we know that they care about. We touch on these. We touch on what they care about. We touch on overcoming objections. I use video. I use multiple images to get people excited about what I sell and what I have to offer. I've got different icons in place to help remove risk and increase desire. I've got apps in place to get folks to buy more from me. And then not only am I selling the dream as far as the things that people want, I'm also removing objections. How does shipping work? What if I don't like it? What makes you different? All these are things to help me improve my conversion rate, improve my customer value, and really be able to stand out. That's example of profit optimized page that we use every day. Look, we have close to a 5% conversion rate across the entire year. There's days my conversion rate spikes into 10% range when I'm running a Mafia offer. Let's take a look at another example, right? Thrive Cosmetics, right? Here's another example of a profit optimized page, right? I mean, how many reviews is that? 43,000 reviews? You think people there's a demand for this, right? So you can see, again, how are they selling the dream? What type of imagery are they showing you? What is happening on this page? We see them making offers, and we'll touch on what's going on there in a moment. All right, what are they covering on their page? What are they answering? What questions are they addressing? Look what they're doing to increase the customer value by selling them more, answering questions, overcoming objections, providing clarity that folks need so that way they can feel more confident pulling the trigger, right? The more heavy lifting your product pages do, the more money that you're going to make. And that's an incredibly important thing, right? What are we doing to actually make more money? Great example of a profit optimized page that dials in on the messaging, sells a dream, and overcomes objections, right? Take another example. Evan Alexander, these are one of the students in my ESC program, doing over $100,000 a month. So let's take a look at one of their best sellers. What are we doing on our product pages here? Their hair grows soon. It's one of their top sellers of all time. Look at the messaging, right? What are people afraid of? What are they struggling with? Have you given up? Don't give up. What makes us different? What does it help you address? What problems does it help solve? What type of options do we have? We give them different options to buy more. We give them social proof, which we'll talk about in a second, right? And of course, we make additional offers to make our customers that much more valuable. Instead of just buying this, I'm going to sell you everything I can, everything under the sun. I have video to address objections. You sell the dream. Talk to you about how to use it. Give you more details on the product itself, right? Profit optimization. How much time are you investing into your sales pages right now? They have a direct impact on your sales, right? Do we just have our products up there with a picture? Maybe one or two lines. Maybe we had ChatGPT spit something out for us, but it sounds super generic because that's what ChatGPT does if you don't know how to use it. And all that has a dramatic impact on your conversion rate. So profit optimizing your pages is going to help you get more people adding to cart and more people ready to go ahead and reach checkout. Next up, social proof, right? This might be the biggest indicator of your success. This might move the needle more than anything for you, believe it or not, right? Simply because, think about it on Amazon. We used Amazon as an example earlier, right? When is the last time you bought something on Amazon that didn't have any reviews, right? Do you even click on it? Do you even tap the image? Probably not. You scroll right past something without reviews, without social proof. Why? Because it looks like a ghost town, right? Who wants to be the first one to show up to the party? That's risky. That's risky. And one of the keys to making mafia offers and getting people across the finish line, making our offers irresistible, is to remove risk. Well, it's risky to be the first one to do something. So we need social proof. We need to make people feel comfortable and confident enough to do business with us, right? More lifestyle images. There are some folks out here that are, drop shipping or doing print on demand. You've never even ordered your own products. You don't even have products on hand to be able to take your own pictures with. Make sure that you have some of your products so you can actually take lifestyle pictures with. Show it in the wild. Don't just have like a picture with a white background, right? Show how something could be used. Show how it is being used, right? Of course, we need to load on the reviews, customer testimonials on our products, right? If you don't have a lot of reviews, you don't know how to get reviews, type reviews into the chat, right? I have a strategy that we use to help newer brands get a bunch of reviews pretty quickly, right? So type reviews in the chat, and we'll go ahead and DM you our review generating strategy for those of you that are, again, just getting started. For those of you who already have some momentum, you have reviews, but we're not putting them on our products, you need them. You need those on your product. You need the stars, right? You need a good, solid review app. You need the stars on your product pages and in your collections. You need the reviews on those product pages to get these people across the finish line. Otherwise, they're not. It's too risky, right? Don't advertise, don't promote any products that don't have social proof. Too much risk. UGC, user-generated content. Show other people using your products. Videos of people using your products. Videos of you using the product, right? There are things that you can do where you can actually have influencers and other people make this type of content for you. But that's one of the big keys to helping people see it in use, making it more real. If I just see something with a white background, it's not real to me. User-generated content can help it feel more real. Things like as featured in, right? Getting plugged in different places can help your products feel and seem more real, remove risk. Oh, right? It's FOMO. Right? Fear of missing out. People don't want to struggle with fear of missing out. People don't want to miss out. People want the thing. So by showing them that other people are taking advantage of it, then that makes them want it even more. That's just human nature. And that's why social proof is so important. So take another look at our student Brandon, what he's got going on, right? You see hundreds of reviews. You see where he's been featured in different publications that you may have never heard of this brand before. But when you see that many reviews and when you see things like this, you feel like you're late to the party. You're like, whoa, I didn't even know about these guys. I need to find out what all the hype is about. Bingo, got you. That's how that works. When we went on Amazon, you see someone with a whole bunch of reviews on it, naturally you're going to say, whoa, this has a bunch of reviews. Does that make sense, you guys? Right? Does that make sense? Right. Think about your own shopping behavior. What makes you gravitate to something? If you see a crowd around something, doesn't that make you more interested? It's the same concept online. You could have barely any sales copy, piss poor design. You could have terrible almost everything. But if you have a crap ton of social proof and reviews, somebody's going to pull the trigger because they're going to want to know what they're missing out on. It's one of the most powerful conversion elements, psychological conversion triggers that you can pull. Fear of missing out and dialing in social proof. So folks understand this is what other people want, so you want it too. Crazy, crazy powerful. Again, if you're not sure how to get reviews when you're just getting started, type reviews in the chat. We'll go ahead and get a resource out your way to help you with that. And then the final tip to help you potentially 5x your online conversion rate. I mean, look, this alone, any of these things alone can actually help you have a dramatic increase in your conversion rate. It's just a numbers thing. It's not even magic. It's literally just numbers. But this final thing is a game changer. Get your leads and your customers to come back. So simple, but so powerful. Because again, we go back to human nature. The reality is, no matter how good your store is, no matter how sexy your offer is, no matter how much somebody's neck is bleeding, less than 2% of people will buy the first time that they're exposed to something, right? And that's not a new thing. That's been the case for years and years and years. In fact, the internet has maybe made that worse because there's so many options and people are just bombarded. So yeah, maybe I've got your attention today, but we can't build a business around 2% of people at best. And to even get that 2%, you better be doing all the other stuff that I'm talking about in this training. If you're not, then you're not going to get 2% of people. So it's that much more important for you to get people to come back. We can't bet it all on the first date, you guys. We have to use systems. We have to have a game plan to get people to come back and continue shopping with us, right? You want to get them to come back with follow-up, right? One of the things that we do with our students, dynamic mirroring, right? Email, text, retargeting. Because when someone comes back to your store for the second or the third time, they're not showing up at, a 0.2% conversion rate possibility like someone brand new. They're already been exposed to your brand. They already know about you. They've seen you before, and now they're coming back. What do you think the chances are someone that comes back is more likely to purchase? A lot higher than if they saw you for the first time, right? That's how this game is played. Right? Buying is an emotional experience. Shopping is an emotional experience. It releases dopamine. That's why people like to shop. Women love to shop, right? Stereotypical, yeah, but tell me I'm lying. It's emotional. And by creating that safety net, those additional touch points, it's also risk removal. It also builds trust because it gives someone time to get more comfortable with your brand, right? You struggling with abandoned carts? You're struggling with people getting across the finish line? There's a very good chance that you're not following up with people. You don't have enough touch points, right? You're asking someone to jump into a relationship after meeting you for the first time. Who's doing that? Very low percentage of people. Right? So instead, you give yourself more cracks at the apple. You make it easy and obvious to get people to come back. And the best part about that is you can automate that. You can have automated systems that can bring people back time and time again. Bring your leads back to get them across the finish line. Bring your customers back to come back and purchase. Right? You guys want to see a big secret to having a conversion rate like what we have here? That right there. When I get someone to come back, like Sharon said, they have the card in hand. They're ready to cook. There's enough trust built that, hey, let me give you another chance. Let me go check you out. And then when they read your sales messaging, because we have our stuff profit optimized, it makes more sense. They're hanging on every word. When you make them that mafia offer, it makes more sense to them. It makes it more irresistible because they're back. And now they see that, I need to pull the trigger on something. I only have X amount of time. You can hold a gun to somebody's head the first time, but the risk outweighs the reward. But if they come back, it's not as risky anymore. Now the reward looks mighty sexy, doesn't it? That's how this game is played, you guys. That's why from all the major brands that you shop with now, I bet you they're in your inbox right now, aren't they? They're probably in your phone right now, aren't they? They're probably in your feed right now, aren't they? Because they know if they get you to come back, the chances of you purchasing are 5 times higher. 5 times higher. So stop playing the game chasing new people that are less likely to purchase and start playing the game of getting people to come back who are more likely to purchase. And that is going to increase your conversion rate. That is going to send signals to Google, TikTok, Facebook, all these different channels that people like your products. It's going to make your pixels go off and fire more. It's going to help them find more customers and buyers to feed you. It's going to make every other thing that you do that much more valuable, right? Whether even with your social media posts, when people start engaging with your stuff more, they go from that platform to that new site and hang around. That's going to help you in the algorithms and help you have more reach, because these platforms know that you're taking care of their users, right? That's the big key right there. So again, email, 4x, 40 times return on ad spend or on investment, right? Text messaging becoming one of the highest engagement marketing channels on earth right now. Are we tapping in? You want to get your conversion rate up? Get people to come back. And that's going to be a major game changer for you. Major game changer for you, right? So to recap, right? We want to drive up our conversion rates without spending an extra dime on ads and traffic. 1, tap into a starving audience. Use messaging that they recognize so they know they're in the right place, so they hang around long enough and actually give you a chance, right? Make mafia offers that speak to that target audience and incentivize them to take action right now, not later, now. Use profit optimized sales pages to sell dreams, overcome objections, and move people along the process so that way they are excited about doing business with you and you can cover everything that they need covered. Use social proof so they have that fear of missing out and they don't feel like they're going to be the first ones to the party or showing up to a ghost town. Wow, if all these people like it, it must be good. Oh, they got featured here. It must be good. There must be something about it. There must be something going on that I can tap into. And then get your leads and customers to come back to your store using email, text, retargeting. Get them to come back to your store. When they come back to your store, they are 5 times more likely to convert. 5 times more likely to convert. You get that customer to come back and make a purchase again. How viable was that person? That completely changes how you play the game. And once you know that you have a system in place, once you know that your store is a selling machine, then it's way easier to get traffic because you're not worried about it. You know when you get clicks to your store, you have a game plan to get those clicks to become customers. And when you have that, now you have something that you can scale to 10, 20, 50, $100,000 a month. You can build that business that you've been dreaming about. You can have that predictable operation that you've been wishing that you had. You can have that potential path away from the day job that you've been hating for however many years now. It's not magic, it's math, you guys. So hopefully this was super valuable to you. If you haven't already, make sure that you like this stream, whether you're watching it live, whether you're watching hashtag replay. And if you want some personalized advice for your store, you want someone to take a look at your brand, your operation, and help you identify these potholes that are holding your conversion rate back. Drop a few ideas to help you increase your customer value, get more eyeballs to your store, the right type of eyeballs. Type strategy into the chat, and we'll get you set up with a free one-on-one session, right? Give my team a chance to get a look at what's going on, give you some ideas, point out some things that might be hurting you. Again, 100% free. It's not a sales call, right? So type strategy in the chat, whether you're watching it live, whether you're watching the replay, and we'll circle back with you. Remember, you guys, there's a revolution going on. E-commerce is booming like never before. Traditional brick and mortar stores are closing down left and right. There's a gold rush, and you can tap into that gold rush if you're prepared to. I'm here to help. I believe in you, and I'll see you guys in the Traffic and Conversions group.